welcome to my video of how to get sweet deals on Banshees. So I got 3 Banshees. I'll show you the pick here because one of them is off to getting powder coated right now. But I got these 3 Banshees all for well under $1,000 each. One in November of 2020, which was prime COVID pricing. One like in April of this year, 2021, which is astronomical Banshee prices, and I paid $700 for that Banshee. And then one was about 5-6 years ago. The YouTube video's there. Check out my page, you'll see that video for that one. But I'll go over them first, and then you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I made a YouTube video about this Banshee, how I got it for $700. The other 2 Banshees, this one and the one that I showed the pic of earlier, are a little less interesting, so I didn't make a video about each of them. But this one, somebody had a marketplace advertisement that said 2 ATVs and a generator, and they had this quad in the picture, but it was somewhere in the background. I'll kind of post it here. I have saved the picture, and it basically showed a Banshee with stock front end, of course, stock shocks, sitting on the ground with no plastic. So if you didn't know what a Banshee was, there's no way you would have been able to see that. And I got that one for $900. That was in November of 2020. I messaged the guy, went there, and he had the FMF pipes, the +2 arms, which I don't know what brand they are, and everything else kind of like this. I put the Alka shocks on. Everything else is exactly how I got it. It needed a top end. It was halfway opened up. Then I got this black Banshee. It was on marketplace, just on the back of a pickup truck far away. Banshee, $700, the guy said. And I messaged and I said I'll take it, and I bought that home, and there's some pictures of it on the trailer on when I'm bringing it home. And it was stretched out, it had pipes on it, all chrome parts, a J-arm frame, J-arms, chrome. It was a beaut. So I took that engine apart, I redid the top end, and I decided, because it had huge carbs and it didn't have the power for what it looked like, so I decided to do a project build on that. Stay tuned. I am recording the process, and I will post a build up. It should be done, I'd say a month, 30 days or so from now. So I'll post a video up when I'm almost done, and then I'll post a video up when it is done, because you guys know the last details take friggin' forever. Yeah, that thing was done to the nines. So these are prime COVID pricing when people are asking and getting 6, 7, 8, 10 grand for Banshees now, right? And obviously these are bone stock. I had to reclaim the pipes on this one, used a ton of acid and buffing and sanding, and the pipes look really good and did the work. I put Alka shocks on there because got a good deal on them. And yeah, so my tips, how to get good deals on Banshees or any quad. One is to know what you're talking about. For me, if someone says Banshee blown bottom end, doesn't mean shit to me, because I know worst case scenario, I gotta spend $500 on a crankshaft. I always consider the top end, $250, $300. 2 Wiseco, I use Pro X pistons on the stock bikes, Wiseco on the built ones, but 2 Pro X pistons are $180. Gasket kit, another $50. Let's say another $100 in just random things. That's $300 to rebuild the top end. For that, the first thing you got to know is what you're talking about and how to fix this stuff. And now, if I'm going to take this stuff to a shop, I need it to run, right? So I don't do that. I fix everything myself, and I had to do that when I was younger. I couldn't afford to go to shops, so I had to rebuild. I fucked up a lot of Banshees. I made a lot of mistakes, but now I can take a motor to a high-end drag racer nationals the day after I build them, because I've done it so many times now. So know what you're talking about. So someone says no compression. So the stretched out Banshee, the guy in the ad said no compression right cylinder. What does that mean? Top end? Probably a rod, because how did it lose compression, first of all, right? Pistons don't typically just lose compression on one side. It either swallowed something went in there, you lost a circlip, you broke a reed, or the rod went, right? Typically on a stock crank, rod, right? So I knew, okay, worst case scenario, $500 for the crank. These are US prices, Canadian is like $700, right? But $500 for the crank, $300 for the top end. grab it. That legitimately puts me at $1,700 for that motor to run properly and running. $1,700 for a good running Banshee, you're not gonna get it here. You're not gonna get it here. I don't know if you're gonna get that anywhere. So, dude, did that deal. This one here, the guy said same thing. He said no compression in the right cylinder, and the motor's taken apart. So the motor was rusty. I had to like blast a few parts. I sand them down, WD-40, let it soak in oil, and it ran everything. I'm still using the same clutch that I got from the guy in a bucket. So you just got to know. That's the number one thing. Number two is always be watching the listings. You know where everyone's listing them. Right now, everything in my area is going to Marketplace. So one thing, and from selling things on Marketplace, one thing I learned is that people get really fucking annoyed when you ask a shit ton of questions. So if someone's got like, this one I asked a lot of questions, but the black one, my first response wasn't, is this still available? It was, hi, such and such a name. I will take it. Can I e-transfer you money right now? E-transfer is a Canadian way to send money to bank, right? It's like PayPal, but our banks do it, so it's safer, more, I wouldn't say safer, but it's a way, right? So that's my thing. So if you're looking, so I put myself in their shoes, and she's seeing obviously she's getting ding, 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 ding. And some people are saying, can I come see it tomorrow? My friend wants to have a look at it. And like the most annoying questions are, do you have paperwork? Do you have this? Do you have that? Well, I worry about the paperwork later. So I want to say, I'll send you e-transfer, I'll take it. So what I do is I'll send a deposit, $50, $100, whatever. And that's my gamble. That's essentially a gamble. So if I get there, I run the VIN, and it's fucking stolen or something's wrong with it, I got issues. That's my problem now, right? I lost that money. But no one's typically going to post something on Marketplace, allow you to come to their house that has a stolen machine, right? They'll sell that shit like in a weird way, no pictures, whatever. So what I do is I say, hey, I'll come pick it up, or I'll say, hey, can I come pick this up like right now? And bullshit, most of the time I'm at fucking work, can't come right now, but I know for a fact that they're at work too. So they're gonna say, oh, I get off at 5, can you come right at 5? Yeah, I can come right at 5. Hey boss, I gotta get the fuck off of work at 5. I work for myself, I'm the boss, but you leave. You just get there. I have a friend whose messages, hey, I'm actually in the area, can I come pick it up in a few hours? Boom, it works. Because you're seeing 20, 30, 50 messages, you want the most person that's going to be the most, buy it, don't ask the most questions. Because I get people, I sold a snowmobile for $1,100 last year, and the guys came there and did a full-on inspection on the fucking thing. The engine's worth $1,500. What the fuck do you need to inspect? So other people are also annoyed with this, right? So if you want great deals, don't be sitting there tire kicking, wasting a lot of time. And especially on Banshees, there's nothing to them. So if your A-arm's bent, go buy a new A-arm, $100. If your spindles or hubs are gone, $150, $200. You got to remember, like this quad here is probably worth $4,500. Now after the parts, but even let's say that one there is probably worth $3,500. I paid $700 for it. No, I paid $900 for that one. Now I can afford to spend $1,500 worth of repairs and mods. I did do swing arm bearings, axle bearings. I had to redo the top end, and I did the bottom end as well. But I'm still into this thing. I would say $2,300 with the Elka shocks, everything. This thing is worth that all day. So yeah, that's how you get good deals. Know what you're talking about. Get there quickly. Have your cash ready. Don't start hustling, say I'll be there in 3-4 days. So you do all that work, you will get those good deals. Don't say that it's COVID, prices are high. You will get them. You just got to keep looking. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe. I will be posting more videos about the build on the 87, and I will be posting more things as they come. I also have a 250R build coming up, probably 2 of them.